Everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Garden Turns, and I just want to talk a little bit about beekeeping and being new at beekeeping. So one of the things that I had set in my mind, I had a goal, and I bought 2 hives. My goal was to at least keep one of them alive and be able to overwinter and bring them in for the next season, so that I can have a nice honey harvest in the following year. Because the first year beekeeping, you're not going to get a bunch of honey, but you're going to learn a lot. And so I was able to take these 2 hives and split them, and I have now 3. And also I've been doing a lot of troubleshooting. This hive here was queenless for a while. This was booming, and then this would not be booming, and then this would be booming. It's like a lot of hits and misses. There's a lot of learning involved. It's a lot of researching, going on the internet, looking up things. I've joined a bee club in my area. It's just a lot to beekeeping, and I really enjoy it. I think that's one of the reasons why I got into beekeeping, because I used to be a nurse, and nursing involves a lot of troubleshooting. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with your patients, and it's the same with beekeeping. It's just that we have a minimal approach. We go in once a week. When we go in, we try to do as little as possible, and we let the bees do what they do naturally. And that is something that with beekeeping you have to learn, is not to be so hands-on, but to step back and let them do what they do. This is the only time that I actually like the saying, let them do what they do, because they gonna do what they do. They're bees. So you have to remember that also. And a lot of these channels that are on YouTube, they help a lot, but a lot of them are not realistic. And as a new beekeeper, you will see what I mean. So I did a lot of research on YouTube. I bought so many books. I've been doing so much research. And I think sometimes we can put a bit much into when we're trying to learn new things and trying to start new chapters in our lives. And I think sometimes we can do too much. So I just wanted you to get a little understanding of what I think of beekeeping as a new beekeeper, and what my goals were, and why you should set goals for yourself. If you were deciding that you want to be a beekeeper, you want to try beekeeping, you can leave me messages, comments, questions, and I always answer all my questions. I read all the comments. If you have any tips on beekeeping that you'd like to give me, or maybe, like I said, I may have some tips that I can give you. But I've been doing this now since, when I had my bees, since May. But I have been doing research on beekeeping since we're in 2024, 2023, like maybe October or so I started researching. And then we finally got the bees in April. And this has just been it's been a journey. It's been up, down. I was able to pull 2 frames today of honey, because, like I said, you're not going to get a lot of honey in your first year, and you want to leave honey for the bees so that they can overwinter. You're going to eventually have to feed them, of course, but you want to leave them with a nice store, a honey store, and that is my goal, and that is what we're going to do here. And another thing that I did too to help my bees was I planted a lot of different types of flowers, especially pollinator friendly flowers. I have a lot of stuff in my yard. Look at all those sunflowers. They go for those. I got so many flowers that they have. And that's another thing that a tip, if I can give you another tip, is to get into gardening. Learn pollinator friendly plants. Plant pollinator friendly plants for your bees. Because they love it. They are everywhere back here. You can see Max is over here too. But I have stuff everywhere. So there's zinnias, watermelon. You can see there are blossoms here. So try to get into gardening and plant some stuff for your bees. That's a wasp. But yeah, those are just a couple of tips that I have. And I think that maybe a new beekeeper could use a little bit of my little knowledge that I've accumulated in this brain of mine. So, like I said, leave me a comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this helped someone who's thinking about becoming a beekeeper. It is a cool profession. And it's not as hard as some people may think that it is. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.